And a good afternoon, everybody, from Tanana, where it is Musher Central, if you will. Martin Boozer, Ali Zirkle, Aaron Burmeister, Hugh Neff behind me. A lot of hardware in the houses of those four mushers as they keep coming in. Earlier today, though, it was Martin Boozer in first at 3:15, and the folks here in Tanana are very excited about that. This is the first time in 11 years, of course, that they've got this race back. After watching Ndamukong Suh step on Aaron Rodgers on Sunday, you had to figure that was going to be it for the Lions lineman. Would be gone for this weekend's playoff game at Dallas, and actually Monday he was suspended by the NFL. But today is Tuesday. You know, he went to New York, he appealed, and he won. Ted Cottrell listened to it and reversed the decision. It's going to cost him $70,000, but he will be in the lineup Saturday night when the Lions take on the Cowboys. And so no alarm clock necessary for either side. They both got to sleep in today. Middle Tennessee did have a shoot around, but wasn't until early afternoon. And UNC Asheville, they just hung around and watched some film. So both sides should be very well rested for this one.
Let's go to Dave Goldman. He's with Kermit Davis.
All right, Coach, in the blink of an eye, you had a double-digit lead. What was working besides everything?
Well, I just thought our intensity defensively was a lot better.
Sometimes it's not what you say, but when you say it. Coach was just telling me you decided to wait a little bit before you gave him that halftime talk, huh?
Yeah, I guess it's
hustle, it's determination, it's heart. You got to sprint, you got to want it. Sometimes the coaches just have to lay it out and get the message there. I imagine, Coach Pete, sometimes that's what you had to do with your guys as well.
You're right, Dave. Once again, the coach cannot play for the players.
The defense you've been talking about at that last play we just saw, defense to offense for Toledo, and that's what Todd Kowalczyk's been harping on. It's all about help defense, transition defense, and he was really happy with the way they're helping one another out and switching too, something that the teams don't always do. Also, an injury update for you. The MASH unit, it's on the Toledo side as well. Jordan Love, okay. They cleaned up an abrasion on his lower back, bandaged him up, and obviously he's back on the court and ready to go. James Gaddis, what happened to the Jets tonight?
Oh, boy.
Kojak escorted them into the stadium, and what happened?
What always happens, they blow it.
Exactly. Put them up there, throw them in the slammer with the Bears in town. Second play from scrimmage, Geno Smith throwing to Ryan Mundy.
Whoa, I thought that was Mark Sanchez. It looked just like him.
It's Ryan Mundy who's running it. Oh, I know what you mean there. 7-0 Bears, and I don't think the Jets ever recovered from that. Cutler threw 2 touchdowns to Martellus Bennett. 27-19, here it comes. Keep wearing the green tie, sir.
We're going to give it our all. Brett, thanks. All right, so Brett Finley, clearly the spark here. You never know, Mike, with this roster, which is so deep, who's going to provide it. It's Finley with the assist and the goal. We got a brand new game at 3-3.
He's going to attend the State of the Union address to Congress. President does that on Tuesday night. Does a lot of charity work for kids in the military in the Milwaukee area, and they decided, let's bring him out there. So good for him. And he said once they asked him, he said, you better believe I'm going. He said, how many people get a chance to do that? That's an honor.
Very cool.
Yeah. With hundreds of miles and still many days remaining, teams understand that the next best move will be adjusting. The coast still awaits. On the Iditarod Trail in Cripple, Dave Goldman, KTVA 11 News. It's official now. The 2020 Mount Marathon race has been canceled. Of course, it normally goes July 4th. The Alaskan staple last month was moved to September the 6th, and hoping to get this year's race in, but today it was called for good. Director Matthias Sari said they considered a handful of scenarios. The race began back in 1915, and this will be the first time the race is sidelined in 78 years. 1942 and World War II, the last time it didn't go.